It's obviously Casual Friday here, and I think today is a really good time to point out what it means when you say that you are going to take your family law case to court. First and fundamentally, you are saying that a judge who knows nothing about your family and has very limited time to learn about your family, your unique facts and circumstances, that they are better to make decisions about your family than you are. And know when you hand over that control to a judge, a lot of times you do not get a personal or customized result. And a lot of people just feel unheard. And simply because the court system does not have the time to really dig in and get to know your family due to the volume of cases that they have. The second thing to understand is that a lot of times people, when I'm a mediator or handling cases, will say, well, we're just going to go have this issue heard in court. Know that there is, unless you have a fundamental emergency, and a lot of times the court disagrees with you about what an emergency is, but in most circumstances, there is no judge just sitting there waiting to hear your issue. And so a lot of times it takes a very long time to get to court, depending on what jurisdiction you're in. And I believe it's New Jersey right now that has a freeze on family law trials. And so you are waiting months often to have even a minor issue resolved by a judge. The last thing to note is the cost. The cost of going to court is incredibly expensive. Whereas if you are in a mediation setting, you might be able to simply tender a document to the other side. When you go to court, every single document has to be handled in a very particular way for evidentiary and court purposes. And your attorney prepares, their staff is working on this. And so the cost is incredibly high. Generally speaking, the statistics show that actually only about 10% of family law cases actually are heard by a court. And I think the statistics are really that only about 3 to 5% actually need to be heard by a court. So it is better to get yourself in the framework in your mind on how to settle your case as opposed to how to litigate your case. By settling your case through the process of mediation, you can have a very custom and personalized result with a lot of professionals taking time to figure out the finances, parenting plan, and other issues that are best for you and for your family.